Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence and welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it and I hope that this video finds you well. In today's episode, we are joined by Mrs. Redolessence.
Hi.
She's going to be giving us her opinion on my top 10 favorite designer releases of 2020. So make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin this video and I have my wife smell my top 10 favorite designer releases of 2020 and she gives us her opinion on it, I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance related content, if you like fragrance top 10 videos just like this, but also reviews, unboxings, giveaways, interviews, pretty much anything having to do with fragrances, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. All you have to do is click on that red button in the corner. And of course, while you're at it, make sure to enable notifications by clicking on the bell. So do you know any of these fragrances? Do you recognize any bottles or anything like that?
Okay. Obviously the iconic Lamal.
Good. I'm proud of you for knowing that. That's good.
Thank you. Arrows, Versace, because we bought our nephew one. I remember that.
That's right.
Bomb, Flower Bomb, Power Bomb,
Spice Bomb.
Spice Bomb. I was close.
The women's is called Flower Bomb,
okay,
though, so you were good with that. I know with my wife, and she said this on camera before as well, it doesn't really matter to her how much the fragrances cost or what the brand name is. She's pretty much more concerned with how it smells.
Yeah, for sure.
And okay, so with that being said, let's just go ahead and start.
Jump into it.
I think this is going to be pretty quick. I'm just going to have you smell two at a time.
Oh, you already sprayed them?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So these were sprayed about 20 minutes ago. So she is kind of smelling the dry down here.
I smell.
So
this is my house on a daily basis. I smell everything.
There are always smells, candles, oil diffusers. So that's A.
A.
And this is B.
That's no.
No? You don't like B at all?
That's too, give me that again. I'll tell you what that is. That's tobacco. Way too much tobacco for me.
That's good. Yeah, it's a lot of tobacco.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm proud of you for knowing that.
Thanks, babe. It's okay. I mean, it's just spicy.
You don't love it, but you prefer it over
Oh, God,
B.
yeah. Easily.
Okay. I thought so. So the one that didn't make it is by Zara, and it's warm black.
Funny, because we have a lot of Zara that I actually love, and it's super cheap.
Yeah.
But no.
This one
is the tobacco thing. I'm not a fan of tobacco.
Yeah, it's true. This one is a little bit more experimental. So the ones that you like are on the fresher side of things.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. So actually, since you just smelled this one, let's move on to the next two. So here is A.
And this John Barbados, that's the one that has like the bottle that's wrapped around, right?
Yeah, but this is a different one. But yes, they do have the artisan. And
I like this.
Here you go. And that's B. No?
God, no. That's that's awful.
Oh, I love this one.
No, you don't. Stop.
So good. Yeah, I do.
You do that just to set me off.
And by the way, I also wanted to mention that these are not in any particular order. So I don't have it from like least favorite to favorite, because if I made this my number 10 and this my number 1, then that kind of gives it away.
And I would probably hate your number 1 and love your number 10.
We'll never know. We'll never know what it is.
That intense stuff, and I can't. No, I like this a lot.
Okay, so here's A, and here's B.
This is very like something we would burn in the house. This is a very familiar scent, but more so like a candle than I would wear. This reminds me of like one of those crackle candles that we would get, that we would burn. It's a very nice smell, but that's a hard no for me. This is old man. This is like, sorry, older gentleman.
Not a fan of Tom Ford, it seems.
But I do like some Tom Fords, just not these.
No, yeah, they definitely have some, like she's a fan of...
the white one, the Soleil Blanc.
Well, that's for... it's unisex, but she loves wearing it. I know on me, she really likes Neroli Portofino, Mandarino di Amalfi.
Yeah. No, that's just...
Okay, so this was, or this is Spice Bomb Night Vision Eau de Parfum by Viktor and Rolf. So here's the next one.
Okay.
So we're doing this in pairs, if you haven't already noticed. And here is B.
I wouldn't want you to wear this, or I wouldn't want to wear this, or like... This doesn't smell like something to be worn. It's just not pleasant. It's not horrible, but it's just not...
I definitely know her taste. So your taste is more like the bright, fresh, citrusy, aquatic fragrances.
The likable stuff.
And this is like the complete opposite of that.
It's nice. It's not bad.
So this one did not go through. Unfortunately, this is Dior Homme Intense, and this is the 2020 version. And the one that did go through, it seems like you have like a lukewarm response to it. You don't overly love it, but K Eau de Parfum by Dolce & Gabbana.
Oh, I didn't even know it was Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah, K for King. It has like a
I do love the
crown
top.
for a cap.
The top is really cool. And we do love a lot of the Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah, I know
Like,
you.
who
She
doesn't
loves
love the
light blue.
Yeah.
And of course, I have the men's version of that as well. So here is A.
Okay.
And the last one, B.
Okay. Fresh, clean.
And that's for A.
Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. It's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Now, by the way, I should mention this is not the one that we bought for your nephew several
the one
years
we
ago.
got for him was like silver, right? It was all
No.
silver,
It's
all
actually
gold.
the same color, same presentation and everything, but this is like a stronger version of it. So this is the Eau de Parfum.
Which makes sense why we like it. Well, I like it because it's definitely easy to wear.
Yeah. No, you like it when I wear it as well.
Okay. Yeah. It's, to me, this is a designer fragrance.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, when there's like that typical person who walks into Macy's and they're like, oh, here, you want to smell something? And this is what you can sell them on, because this is a typical designer fragrance, and they're going to see the bottle. They go, oh, yeah, I know that. And to me, this is an easy sell, easy buy, easy wear. It's not that pricey.
So basically it's mass appealing. It's kind of commercial smelling.
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. For me, it's a little licoricey. It's definitely on the sweet side.
Just now. But for someone who wants to pay the designer price versus the niche price and is willing to test the waters a little bit, this might be a good start.
Okay.
Because of that hint of licorice. It's not like a punch you in the face kind of licorice, but that's a good start if you want to kind of test some of the funky waters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's as generic or as plain, if you will, as some of the other designer fragrances on the market.
It's a good start to kind of play around. Yeah.
But this is the Parfum version, so it's a little bit heavier.
I don't love it.
Okay.
But I don't hate it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I think it's really interesting. I don't like it as much as another Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance that I have called the Ultra Mall. It's like in a darker bottle. Well, actually, that one's pretty dark. It's in a more like bluish bottle. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So now we're left with these 5. I know there are some that struck your heartstrings a little bit more strongly than others, but let's go ahead and smell them again one by one, and you can rule them out. And so that's A. That's by Giorgio Armani, and that is Armani code Absolute Gold. And this is John Varvatos 20.
I really like this.
You got to pick one, though, between the two.
That's hard. I'll take this one.
Okay. All right. So Giorgio Armani goes through. John Varvatos, solid scent.
It's great. You're making this hard for me.
Yeah.
To toss that.
If you're looking for compliments, I think you're going to be in really good hands with all of these fragrances here.
Yeah. And again, these aren't, well, some of them are bad, but these aren't horrible where you're going to walk through the room and people are going to freak out. But I know because I'm looking at the bottle, I feel like it's throwing me off a little bit, but there's a little something green.
Yeah, that's funny because I feel like they did that with this concept. So it's called night vision.
Right.
So, you think of night vision goggles and there's kind of like a green tint over everything. For me personally, like I don't smell anything green. And I think I say that because it does remind me of another designer fragrance that has no green ingredients in it to speak of. I'll tell you what I think it is later on. But
Okay.
So do you like that better or do you like this better?
This has a heavy lemon hand, right? Like a heavy, heavy lemon.
It's definitely more citrusy than that one.
Spice bomb.
Okay. See, you surprise me sometimes because even though this one is definitely a little bit on the fresher side, albeit still a little bit spicy, I know sometimes you do like the warmer vanilla fragrances, as long as they're not like too daring, like the Black Orchid and the Dior Homme Intense.
And too, with the green or anything that has a hint of green brings me back to my dad.
So here we have final 3. And so these are her 3 favorites. It goes without saying. I know this one you've loved for many years. You really like this DNA. And so that was kind of a no-brainer. But if you had to put them in order from your favorite to your least favorite, just based off these three, which one would it be? So that's Giorgio Armani, Spice Bomb, and then
order.
Versace.
Okay, what would be number one? What direction do you want number one in?
You could just tell me which one it is.
I'm trying to be fancy here. Let's do 1, 2, 3.
Wow, really? You really like the Giorgio Armani?
I do. I don't know why.
That's cool.
Yeah, I do. I like it. I mean, the bottle's all right.
That's kind of funny that you chose that because that one also has iris in it, which is the ingredient that is found in this one, which is said to give it a lipsticky vibe, but it's nowhere near as strong in that one.
No, not at all. Definitely not. It has a very subtle hint, which makes it a little more creamy than it does that plasticky, lipsticky type of smell. But yeah, I would say go for it.
That's awesome. So this is the number one, Giorgio Armani code Absolute Gold Signature. I think this one is called, might be a limited edition, but anyways, if I do find links for this one, I'm going to leave it down below. Babe, thank you so much for being on camera. I really appreciate it.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we should do it a little more often. Please let us know down below if you would like to see Jen back on another video. I'm sure she wouldn't mind doing this again. Of course, sometimes it's a little overwhelming to smell a bunch of fragrances at once. You know, you just become nose blind after a while. But nevertheless, thank you again for being on camera.
No problem.
And thank you to those of you at home for tuning in. Obviously, if you are new to this channel and you enjoyed this content, and if you took something of value from this video, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. All you have to do is once again click on that red button in the corner and make sure to enable notifications by clicking on the bell. Thanks again for watching. Love you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.